Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Izzy, and this is the first time you're ever seeing my face on this channel because this is not my normal content. I usually do speed builds, stuff like that. I'm a fairly new creator, and we have some important stuff to talk about today, so sit down. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. And the reason is because it's March 18th, and if you are maybe an avid Sims player, you would know that EA, they being EA, released their marketplace yesterday. Okay, so the marketplace, let's get an overview. If you go into The Sims at the current moment, there is this big button now that says marketplace. And if you click on that, let me put you in the middle here. There is a bunch of new stuff here. As you can see, these new maker packs, and this is the most important thing in this marketplace, and we will get to why that is. I saw a lot of other creators making videos who own all of the expansion game stuff packs. I don't, quite frankly, not a millionaire, okay? And those bitches are expensive. I mean, expansion packs cost $40. And I own, how many? Can I see? Oh, my collection. I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 40 is 280, right? Yeah, okay, I think so. That'd be really embarrassing if it's not. But I've spent $280, maybe give or take, if I bought these on sale, which I probably did, but I don't have all the packs. I'm here to tell you that yes, packs, meaning game packs, stuff packs, expansion packs, still cost real money. The only thing they've changed is kits. And the reason I think that is because this is a theory, this is a prediction. I believe that EA is going to stop making kits altogether. I think they're going to phase out EA created kits and move on to just these maker kits. So I'm going to use this one as an example. Lip Couture by Twisted Cat. And if you are Twisted Cat and you are reading this, no tea, no shade, you are just my example. As you can see, this costs 200 moolas. Moolas. And there's 5 items in here. 5 lippies, okay? 5 CAS, whatever you call it, create a sim items for 200 moolas. But then we got to figure out how much is a moolah. And let me just, let me move myself over to this side here. Oh, I didn't realize I'm still gigantic. I'm sorry. I'm new to this, guys. I usually don't record my face, okay? So, apologies. Now you can actually see my screen. Amateur, it's amateur hour. 200 moolahs is 200, let me try again. 200 moolahs is $2.50. So if we go back to this Lip Couture, it's gone now because it filters through different ones, but, oh, there it is, Lip Couture. If we go back to this is $2.50. Now, I don't know about you, and again, no tea, no shade to Twisted Cat, but are you paying $2.50 for 5 lip colors? I'm not. That's just me, though. That's just me. And then you go into okay, Home Sweet Home by Hydra. I haven't seen this one. 22 items. However, it is 400. And we know 200 is 250, so we can assume 400 would be $5. $5 for 22 items, I'm more inclined. But it still just seems so pricey. We can argue about that in the comments if you want to. But here's where my issue starts when it comes to this whole marketplace thing. This is an article that EA posted on March 3rd, a while ago, introducing the Sims Maker program and the Sims 4 marketplace. And I didn't read this before the actual marketplace came out. I'm doubting that a lot of people did. But if we scroll down, it explains how it all works. Oh, I didn't realize it says what is happening to kits. When the marketplace launches, kits will become exclusively available in the in-game marketplace, and kits you own are still there. Okay, so they're not saying if they are going to stop making kits. That's what I was kind of hoping for, to see if they are or not, but they are not saying that, and I do believe that they are probably going to stop. This is the part that I wanted to talk about. What is the revenue share? As you can see right here. makers take home, makers being the people making this custom content and posting it on the marketplace, makers take home approximately, that's an important word here, approximately 30% of the moolah from their pack sales. That means for every 100 moolah someone spends on their content, they earn 30 cents USD. So that is fine, I guess, except for the fact that, again, let's take this one for example, 200 moolahs, and they're saying for every 100 moolah that is spent here, this creator, Twisted Cat, is going to get 30 cents. The issue here is that to get this 200 moolah, you're not spending $2, which would be the equivalent of what EA is saying this is. You are spending $250, which is meaning to me, from what I am understanding, this 49 cents is a fee that EA is taking, I'm assuming, because they've said that from this 200, this creator is getting 60 cents, which is 30% of 200, but EA is taking that extra 49 cents that is not going to that creator. And they don't say where that fee, there's no transparency about that fee. They don't actually even mention it. All they say is for every 100 moolah someone spends on their content, they earn 30 cents. They never say, oh, and by the way, we're taking a fee when you buy moolah, which I guess you could argue that they're a company, they're going to take a fee, they have to make money. I understand. I get that. But this is where I don't love the fact that they are doing this. And the reason why is there's so much custom content for free online. There's so many creators that make this custom content and they put it online for free for people to use. And that's their choice, right? But they could be using a platform like Patreon. And I would like to show you, wow, typing is hard. Does Patreon take a cut? Now let's look at this. Yes, Patreon takes a cut, 5 to 12%, 10% on the standard plan. So if you were a creator and you were putting your custom content onto a platform like Patreon because you want to make money off of your hard work, fair enough. I'm absolutely not saying you shouldn't do that. Patreon is going to take 10%. So let's say you were selling that for $2.50. Patreon's going to take 25 cents. That's it. EA is going to take what? You're getting 60 cents and they are making $2.50. So EA is going to take $1.90. That's the difference. And I would say the only argument that this is like a better option is that, of course, when I go onto Marketplace, this shows up right here. They are marketing your custom content to Sims players, and that's awesome, right? I might never know about Serenity's Elevated Essentials if I were not on the Marketplace because the internet is a vast place, people. Okay, I get that. But is it worth EA basically probably phasing out their kits, using their players' time and skills to make kits and taking a cut without doing any work, taking a huge cut? I wouldn't even say EA is taking the cut. I think the creators are getting a cut. Because 60 cents for every $2.50 that regular players are spending is kind of crazy. And that's where my issue comes in with this. Now, I am not someone that uses custom content. I really don't. A lot of my builds I try to do without custom content. I don't think I actually have any downloaded onto my Sims at the moment at all. But I did see some people talking about how this update really screwed with a lot of custom content. So if anyone can confirm or deny that in the comments, I would love to know. But if we go back to this, it says, can makers continue to post custom content on other platforms? It does say yes, but not the mods or custom content that you are using on Marketplace. So if I were a creator and I had custom content and I put it on Marketplace, I can't put that anywhere else. Understandable. There was another part that I wanted to, oh, this. Why is The Sims introducing virtual currency? Please enlighten me. Moola provides a simple, consistent, and secure way for players to purchase Marketplace content in-game across platforms and regions. At the same time, it supports creator-driven Marketplace by helping ensure reliable payouts, okay, to makers and sustainable support for their work. Sustainable support for their work, 60 cents per purchase. Okay, sure. And then this one makes me giggle. It makes me giggle. Why not allow direct real currency purchases instead of Moola? And this is where I think it gets a little bit sleazy, EA. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here because like, I am trying to make Sims content on the internet and I'm like shitting on EA. So, like this video, please. Because yeah, it's not good. Okay. Moola helps make buying maker content quick and seamless and directly in-game without extra steps or redirects. And this is the part where I'm confused how this is seamless and quick without extra steps. Because to me, it seems like a way for them to make more money rather than making it seamless. Because if I were to just buy Home Sweet Home by Hydra with $4, real money, and they said, we're giving 30% to Hydra, they would be giving 30% of the $4 to Hydra, right? But because they're making you go, get Moola, purchase Moola, oops, I don't want that to show. Because they are making me go, get Moola, purchase Moola, and buy $2.49, they are taking that 49-cent fee. And my question is that not literally an extra step? Is that not literally an extra step? This is the definition. If you open a dictionary, look up extra step, it would be this. I have to go purchase in-game money rather than just spending money. That is I can't think of a better example of an extra step. So I don't know if this without extra steps or redirects is maybe for the makers, but it sure ain't for the players. I'll tell you that right now. And then it allows us to support a much larger and more frequent updated catalog. I don't know how fake currency helps you support a much larger and frequently updated catalog. Maybe it does. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. And using virtual currency works more smoothly across platforms and regions, keeping pricing consistent for players worldwide. I don't know if they ever had an issue with keeping pricing consistent with the expansion packs or the game packs or the stuff packs. And the fact that they are saying this is more smooth across platforms and regions, keeping pricing consistent, and yet you are keeping expansion game and stuff packs with real money. So is the pricing not consistent worldwide on those packs? And therefore, why wouldn't you change everything? If this was true, it works smoothly. It is without extra steps. It keeps pricing consistent. It helps ensure reliability. Then you would have changed all of your packs. You would have, but you didn't. You just targeted that custom content. And the reason I think they did this is because EA was sitting there and they were like, so many people are making custom content for our game on the internet, some posting it on platforms like Patreon and making money off of it. And we are not in that game. And they asked themselves, why are we not making money off of content that people are making for our game? So now they are monetizing your kits instead of putting in the work and making their own kits. And that's just the truth. Because if all of this were true, they would have used Moola for everything in the marketplace. But they are not. Because this isn't about all of these things that they're saying on this website. It's not. It's about kits, it's about custom content, and it's about EA making money off of a market they weren't making money on. And the fact that they are giving these creators less than, not approximately, no, less than 30% of the money that they are making, it's not a great look, EA, I gotta say. It's not a great look. All the rest of it is kind of just like them covering their ass, saying it's not refundable, it's not whatever. The only benefit truly that I could see for creators of these packs, the only benefit is that it is a centralized marketplace. Your stuff is being promoted. But if I were you, I would probably not go this route. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't make custom content. I don't know how much work is put into it. I'm assuming it's quite a bit. Like, I have no idea how people make this stuff. It's beyond my comprehension, I must say. But take it to Patreon, take it to some other place that doesn't take 80% of the money that you deserve because you fully created this. I think that is my final remark. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. I would love to argue. No, I'm joking. I love reading your comments. I love responding to you guys. So please do let me know how you feel about this marketplace. If you disagree, if you agree, if you are a custom content creator that is either not using this new program or is using this new program, please let me know how you feel about this. I want to know. I might be totally wrong in my conspiracy theory. Okay, I might be like tinfoil hat right now. I understand that. But to me, this just is not, this missed the mark, EA. I gotta be completely honest. So thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I love you so much. And let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see my face again, if you're tired of seeing my face, I will go back to speed builds. I will do it. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is all for today. Again, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.